Welcome back to my channel. My name is Dr. Anwar Youssef Dunbar, and this is Big Discussions 76, Entertainment and Media. First of all, please like this video, please share it, and please subscribe to my channel if you want to make a donation to the channel. That information is below in the description box. And also, please consider joining the Big Words LLC Newsletter. Well, I just wanted to come on and make a quick video remembering James Caan. I received news on my smartphone yesterday, actually, that the legendary actor died or passed away at age 82. I'm going to leave an article below in the description box in case you want to read some more about his life and his passing. But I just wanted to create this short video. This is not going to be a long one, discussing his two most memorable characters in my mind. And for those of you who are very, very, very familiar with his work, you might listen to this and say, well, he also did this, he also did that. But I'm going to admit that my knowledge of his work is limited. And I'm going to get to why some of that is. But the first role that I remember, that I vividly remember James Caan playing, is Paul Sheldon in Misery alongside Kathy Bates. And I was in high school at that time, and I vividly remember going to Buffalo's Market Arcade Theater. I saw the trailer on TV. It looked pretty interesting. Kathy Bates plays Annie in that movie, who is a fanatic of Paul Sheldon's work. And as you know, Paul decides to kill off Misery. Annie finds Paul hanging on for dear life in a snowy wilderness, and she nurses him back to health. And she reads through the manuscript that he's finishing up, and she realizes that he is planning to kill off Misery, and she tortures him, and he ultimately escapes. And it's a bit of a thriller, written by Stephen King. But I remember going to the theater. That was one of the first movies I think that I went to go see by myself. And I wasn't sure how scary it was going to be. And I wasn't sure how graphic it was going to be. And it got pretty suspenseful at times, especially when Annie took those two hammers, or actually it was one hammer, but took that hammer to Paul Sheldon's ankles and further disabled him. And you were wondering if he was going to get away at the end. And of course, you know that he does. And there's a struggle and so on, et cetera, et cetera. But that was the first role that I remember him playing, because I went to go see that movie at the theater. And it was a very good adaptation of Stephen King's writing. So that was the first role. So then the question is, why was that the first role that I remember James Caan really playing? Well, I'm a 70s baby. So that means that I was born slightly either just as the first Godfather movie was being made, or I was born slightly after that first Godfather movie was being made. So I didn't discover the Godfather films until later in life. I had heard about them growing up, but as a young adult, when I started watching them, that's when I started to comprehend the brilliance of those movies. The cast, the writing, the directing. And so the second most memorable role for me, played by James Caan, is actually Sonny, or Santino, who was one of the the Corleone brothers. So there was Fredo, Santino, and Michael. And those were all the sons of Don Vito Corleone. And if memory serves correctly, Fredo was actually the oldest brother, though he wasn't the most intelligent. So Sonny was the next in line to take over the family following the passing of Don Vito Corleone. Now, don't quote me on that. Either Sonny or Fredo were the oldest. Either way, we know that Fredo was not deemed intelligent enough to be the Don. Once Don Vito Corleone was temporarily taken down and assumed to be dead, Sonny took over as the head of the Corleone family. And then once he passed away, well, actually after he was taken out, then Michael ascended to become the head of the Corleone family. But what was brilliant about that Santino character played by James Caan is that he very much captured, and I didn't read the book. I think The Godfather was a book. It shows you how much I know. But he captured all the characteristics that you don't want in a mob boss or in the head of an organization. Sonny was hot-headed. Sonny was short-tempered. Sonny did not have the ability to look down the road and think about the consequences of his actions. And Sonny, if you remember that scene with Solazzo, he did not know how to withhold information from potential adversaries. And Don Vito Corleone actually checked him on that when he said, "Sonny, don't ever question the family in front of other people." So, and it turned out to be that same hot-headedness that led to Sonny being set up by Carlo and the other mob bosses, where he was gunned down on the causeway. You know, it's a legendary movie. You can go back and watch it yourself, but I'm just saying this to say that James Caan played that role very, very well, and that is one of the two roles that I will always remember him for the most. And as time goes on, I'll probably become aware of his other roles, but right now those are the two that have left a lasting impact on me, at least as it relates to this video. So I just wanted to make a short remembrance video of him. If you're watching this and you have memories of other notable roles from James Caan, please feel free to shout those out in the comment section below. I want to say rest in power, James Caan. Thank you for all of your contributions. Please like, share, and subscribe. Once again, if you want to make a donation to the channel, that information is below in the description box. And please consider joining the Big Words LLC newsletter. In addition to being a YouTube content creator, I am also a writer working on a book. And all of that will be captured in the newsletter. So everyone, with that, I'm going to end this. Stay safe out there. And as always, remember that your attitude determines your altitude. Take care, and I'll talk to you the next time. Bye-bye.